Hi Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are well. I hope everything's been good with you. Let's play some tarot for the month of April. I've got some astrology first and then we'll throw some cards. But before we get into any of that, if you would be interested in booking a reading, you can head over to my website rubyreadstarot.com. There are details in the description box. There's also details to where you can leave a donation, which is always so greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Capricorn. So, there's been a lot, astrologically speaking, that's been going on that has kind of meant that there have been certain coherent kind of matches between the astrology and what's actually been playing out in real time. And I don't watch TV, I don't give a shit about media, I don't care about any of that stuff, la la la, it's all boring, I don't care, I've got so much of my own stuff going on in my life that I don't have, like preparing for these videos and studying for these videos and really being about the tarot and the astrology so that I can sit here and be completely in my integrity and say that that's what my life is about. I don't give a shit about what's going on a box or other people that are like paid to project an agenda. I don't care. But this is something that came to my awareness and the whole world's been talking about it, and so I'm gonna just give my 2 bit on it because ultimately this is just everybody's opinions in a big soup that they call the internet. So Will Smith, always been a fan. He's always been like not only just a heartthrob, but he's been like the stand-up guy who is, you know, solid and consistent and very committed to his family. Like, that's one thing you can really say about Will Smith. Like, he's always been really committed to his work and the quality of work that he creates. And so in the same side, you always see that very same level of commitment to his family and his wife and his children and their projects and growing them and, you know, extending that energy out towards the rest of the world. Like, he really does have that dad energy about him, or that man energy about him. And a few things that he's done here and there have been a bit, you know, questionable and dubious. And a lot of the things that have come out about, you know, his private life with his wife, I think, just based on his reaction, I think would have been best kept quiet to themselves. But, you know, TV is TV, media is media. I'm surprised that a lot of people are kind of out of shape because a man has done what a man is supposed to do. A man has defended his wife. A husband has defended his wife. Like, from where I come from, that's normal. Like, there have been wars over things like this. And if anything, I hope it's a bit of a reminder that instead of chastising a man of color who we really need to do more to protect, and instead of like creating narratives about them that, you know, they are such things or they are certain stereotypes, let's give the man a break and let's just see it for what it is. He did what a man is supposed to do. Like a father, a brother, a boyfriend, a cousin, a friend even, or, you know, of course your husband is going to defend you. Like, how is this even a thing? Okay, there is this culture of really, like, being able to say things about people. Like, let's stay within the lines and the limits of respect. Like, let's respect each other. Your true opinion about what you think, what your subjective opinion is on a certain matter, is only your fucking opinion. And it's so easy for people to get carried away with their soapboxes and think that what they think is right. A man did what his natural nature instincts are, his primal instincts that are like on autopilot. Why is that being turned into a bad thing? Why is the fact that there's a man trying to make fun of someone's wife publicly, why is that not being demonized? Let's do more to protect women, huh? I just wanted to have that. Because it's shocking. How are people go so ready to cancel? Like, there has been another very important person who has recently been cancelled, apparently cancelled, from a certain part of the world. But it's crazy to me because here is someone who has done so much for all of us and acted as a messenger to deliver true awakening when people didn't even know, like, awakening wasn't even fashionable. And we're talking about this person who has acted as a teacher, as a messenger, right? And hit certain nerves within all of us that has shaken us awake. And we have so much to owe these people. And yet now that divine masculine is being chastised for being a fucking man. Can we have more men? Like, can the real men please stand up? Since when is it okay for you to turn the other cheek on someone talking smack about your wife? Your sister, your mother, your nan. This comes down to respect. And this comes down to the divine masculine knowing what he has to do and then being made to feel just punished for it. How confusing. How deliberately poisonous. When I get excited, the cards fall on the floor. So that was me like scrambling on the floor to pick the cards up. And look, I'm like clanging and banging. This is energy. Okay, I breathe. I breathe. It's all good. Justice card and the Temperance card, Capricorn. So, let's talk about the astrology. Venus, this is Aries season, okay? This is Mercury in Aries. It's rambunctious and it's banging things and it's clanging things and you like this energy. So, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Do your bit, Capricorn. Subscribe to the channel. I've been here. I have been of service. I have served. And it's about freaking time that I get the acknowledgement that I deserve. Spoken on behalf of all of the divine feminines out there that are feeling a little bit like, you know what, it's about time that the freaking scales of justice had a bit of transmuting. Like, what is the world coming to? Scales have to be balanced. Certain things have to be transmuted. And I feel like a lot of the nonsensical rubbishness that we're being almost having imposed on us, there needs to almost be like a bit of a clapback. Like, hold on, no. Hold on, no. And I think with Venus entering Pisces on the 5th of April, a lot of this illusionary love energy might really mean that a lot of us have to stop being foolish and actually find some sort of balance in the madness. So funny that I said that because that's Will Smith's sign, Libra, and Sagittarius energy. That's also the Ace of Cups. Love always prevails, good always prevails, Capricorn. And I think it's really safe to say that a lot of bringing things back into balance and harmony and equilibrium gives you a freedom to transmute a lot of shit that you know is just so yuck. Ultimately, that gives you a sense of freedom, and there's a real winner that comes from one who's got full heart. And so I think a lot of the injustices that we're perhaps seeing around us as Mercury enters Taurus and communication stabilizes a little bit, this full moon that happens in the sign of Libra on the 16th, justice energy, the Fool and the Two of Wands asks for some sort of new beginning on something that I think you've outgrown. I feel like you need to take a risk on something, and if your heart's not truly in it, don't do it, because that's always going to just transfer. So the Ace of Cups is sort of saying to me, you know what, Capricorn, do it with a full heart. What makes your heart feel full is where you might feel like you're walking away from things that have been okay. Yeah, okay, cool. But you know there's more out there for you. You know that what is not the be-all and end-all. You know that there is more. And I feel like in April, you are going to want to go and find out what that more is. And I think that might be a really emotionally gratifying deliverance from something that may have felt like you've outgrown it or you are particularly bored of. I feel like you've outgrown your environment and you want to move forward. And you know what? Taking a risk, this full energy, who's so willing and happy to just take the leap of faith, knowing that the universe has got his back, because finally he's taking the lead in balancing a few things out and transmuting a few things that may have felt like, you know, have gradually felt like the heart space is building up again. Things are beginning to feel good again. And now you know there's more out there. And I think you know that you gotta go do it. Here's the other thing I was thinking about earlier. And it just so happens that it's your reading that this stuff has to come out in. God really does not like the man who exposes his wife's secrets. Like, God hates that man, right? And so here's someone who has done something that is really quite honorable, has to be celebrated in some sense. Death card, the Hermit, and the Page of Wands. And let's be honest, if what's-his-face was out on the street and he tried to say something about some man's wife, he would have got more than slapped. I'm just saying, like, it's 2022, let's be real. Capricorn, that is the star. Aquarius energy. I have Death card, the Hermit, Virgo energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo energy, and the Page of Wands. It seems as if there is a transformation that is really going to be set off, Capricorn, by a lot of soul searching and a lot of internal wisdom. And in case people forget what the Hermit's narrative is that he likes secrecy, seclusion, living outside of societal norms. The Hermit does not give a shit about what society has to say. Okay? There is something that you're transforming within yourself that might be like, hey, I don't give a flying rat's woohoo about what anybody else has to say about this matter. The Page of Wands is Aries season. It's that matchstick moment. It's the spark up your backside. It's what needs to get you going. So, Capricorn, you've got the potential of making some real dreams come true if you're willing to sacrifice a few things. Change things up by being willing to transform parts of you that you know require a bit of soul searching and some action. It's go time. Trust the energy. I've moved on to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle by Tori Hartman. I really like this deck. I really, really like this deck. Let's get some messages for the Capricorn Collective for April 2022. Bottom of the deck is vanity. Don't do it if you think it's what's going to impress other people or make you look good in front of other people, Capricorn. It's more about moving from the heart. It really is about what feels like it's tickling your heart space, or who in particular is tickling your heart space. That says perception. I think you might need to kind of readjust the narrative, perseverance, and continue with your service, right? So persevere with your service, Capricorn. I feel like there is a completion of a cycle and there is a discovery and a miracle. Star card to confirm that. Trick here is soul searching, silence, listening. What is your inside saying? What are you ready to transform, and where is it that you need to trust and take a leap of faith. Bring some sort of balance to the situation. I think this this full moon in the sign of Libra on the 16th is going to be a very good reminder of how transmuting and just being really honest about what's going on within us and how it is that we can really change a few things up might really lead to a full heart, which then sets you off and triggers a whole set of other, wonderful, fortunate events. Transform is a big one, okay? Capricorn, I think that's all I have for you. Hit the like button. Do the right thing. Support the channel. Do your bit. I have served and I have been of service. Let's make the channel grow so that it gets to other like-minded individuals so that we're creating a better tomorrow. Yeah? Mwah! All of my love to you. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com, guys. Bye.